All right, so we're going to look at another example here. So we have a random sample of 525 Penn State World Campus students. And we calculated the average height of those students, and it was calculated to be 67.009 inches. They gave us a standard deviation of 4.462 inches and also the standard error of 0.195. They give us a 95% confidence interval of 66.619, 67.399. So what the heck does this even mean? So we're going to write our summary statement. Notice that parts of the statement are identical from problem to problem, and other parts obviously change when we do different problems. And so it's the underlined parts that are adjusting for different examples. So we are, and then we're going to state our confidence level, 95% confident that the, and in this case, we're going to describe the situation now. So again, we state our confidence level. And then we describe the scenario. So the scenario here is that the average height of all Penn State World Campus, I'm abbreviating that, students. Again, we describe the situation next. And it's in between, and then this time we're going to state the values of our confidence interval. Again, we're 95% confident that the average height of all Penn State World Campus students is between 66.619 and 67.399 inches. And again, the underlined part is the part that's changing from problem to problem, and it just depends on the problem and the situation, what gets filled in there. But it's the same basic setup every single time we do this. So for this next one, it asks the question, is there evidence that the majority of students are taller than 65 inches? So with this one, I actually want to make my graph first, and then the graph is going to help me answer this question. Now, when I make my graph, it's always important that we include the numbers in our range of our confidence interval. But because I'm asking, or I want to answer a question related to 65 inches, I'm going to also make sure I include 65 inches within my numbers as well. And so let's see. All right, so I've got my number line here. I've got to make sure, you always want to make sure that in your number line, it includes all the numbers that you're looking at here. So I made sure it included the 65 in my question, but it also will work for my confidence interval as well. So I'm going to go ahead and graph this confidence interval. So 66.619 is going to be right about there, and then 67.399 is going to be right about there, and so it's this green section here. And so we're 95% confident that the average height falls somewhere in this green line. Now I'm looking at my question here. So is there evidence that the majority of students are taller than 65 inches? So this is my number in question, this 65 inches right here. And I want to know, again, is there evidence that most students, that would be more than half, are taller than 65 inches? And so when looking at the graph of my confidence interval here, I see that, I'm 95% confident the average height, which is one of our measures of center, is somewhere in here. And so is there evidence that the average or most students are taller than 65 inches? I would say absolutely. 65 inches is way lower than where we predict our average height to be. And so, yes. Oh, I don't want that in yellow though. So yes, there is evidence. And again, because of, the fact that this interval is definitely way above that 65, there's definitely evidence that the majority of students are taller than 65 inches at the Penn State World Campus.